Madame Sketchcast. I'm Dom.
This morning, I woke up and did my usual routine, which involves checking out the latest on the Piglet Silent Hill crossover corner of the internet. After that, I saw a message from a friend asking me to hang out at the final day of the From Atlanta to Venus art show that I was a part of. I didn't want to go. My MP was low as hell. I felt like I was going to be melting into my bed. But I'd invited people to the show before, and I remembered that the night before I'd been told about something called Coffee and Collectors, which was sponsored by Torrance. At first I thought, record collectors? Why should I care about that? But there was coffee involved, and I wanted to obey the 30% rule, so I went. It was a brisk, orange autumn morning on the rooftop of Hotel Nell in DC. The view was stunning. Lit by the amber sun, I could see the brutal, reflective architecture of one of President Silver's new medical facilities. It filled me with a deep kind of awe. The setup was impressive when I got there. Scones, bagels, mimosas, but no records. Confusing. As I commiserated with another artist about how we almost didn't show up that morning, people began introducing themselves to us. It turned out two of them were art collectors. My artist friend explained the difference between collectors and patrons. A collector buys art as a transaction, a one-time exchange. A patron, on the other hand, forms a relationship with the artist and helps build a community around the work. Think of it as the difference between a one-night stand on Tinder and a long-term relationship that blossomed from a friendship at first. The topic of collecting video and interactive work also came up, which made me realize how little I know about this outside of MoMA collecting Namjoon Paik's work, for instance. Honestly, it was kind of annoying. There's so much to learn about this side of the art world, and I felt and still feel a bit unprepared. Then the talk began. I realized we were here to discuss art collection, not bones or souls as I had half hoped. The speakers were Philip Collins, the founder of Good Black Art, and Conrad Woody. They dropped some gems, and here are a few that stuck with me. You are an art collector if you collect art in any form. That means that I too should consider myself an art collector. Owning art doesn't mean having to have warehouses or million-dollar investments. It's about valuing and engaging with creative work that you own. Don't stomp all over your own opportunities. If you're invited into a new space or a process you're unfamiliar with, try to follow the 30% rule. Push yourself just a little further than you want to. Do the extra step to engage and learn. Have the courage to participate, even when no one looks like you. But if no one looks like you, you might be there to check a diversity box. Remember Kendrick's lyric, "And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut." That's some real ass shit. I don't have perfect advice here, but be nosy. Find out who's at the top of these organizations and why you aren't in that room having real conversations with them. Adopt the identity you want to have. For instance, I'm working on embodying the identity of someone whose work is collected, someone who has solo shows, and someone who sees my work as a meaningful contribution to the art world. Ensure your collected artworks. Make sure you have a digital system to catalog and ensure the work you buy. Take care of your collection, whether that means getting proper storage or, in my case, finally finding a flat file that doesn't cost a fortune. One other thing Philip said that really stuck with me. He mentioned Issa Rae's masterclass, where she talks about the importance of creating spaces and opportunities if you see a gap that you wish existed. I hope that I'm doing a little bit of that right now, just by putting these words in front of your eyeballs and speaking them into your ears. Thanks for watching as usual. I'm going to throw you some plugs, and please let me know what you think of the new format. And while you're here, don't forget to like and comment and do all that other stuff to help me a little bit. I also want to mention that this is all available in text format if you like reading on the writing portion of my site.
Thank you for watching, y'all. Stay creative out there, and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Yo.
What I look like, a valet?
Keep it, it's yours.
Hmm?